Okay, kiddos. So on this measurement and data test, the first question has two parts. It says, tell the volume of each solid figure. This is like, pretend this is like something you could build, a solid figure. It's made of 1 inch cubes, so 1 inch this way, 1 inch that way. Specify the correct unit of the measure. So what would the volume of this be? And write it in inches cubed here, okay? And what would the volume of this figure be? And give the answer in inches cubed because they're inches. Okay, on this side, we notice that there's a box and it's 8 inches high, 5 inches wide, and 3 inches long. Jack found the volume of the prism pictured below by multiplying 5 times 8 and then adding 40 plus 40 plus 40 to equal 120. So he figured out 5 times 8 is 40, and then he did 40 plus 40 plus 40. And he said that the volume is 120 cubic inches. So the question for you is, Jill says he did it wrong. He should have multiplied the bottom, 3 times 5, and then multiplied that times the height, 8. Explain to Jill why Jack's method does work, because Jack's method is right, it's just different than the way she did it. So you need to explain in writing why Jack's method does work and it is equivalent to her method. So how is that the same as, in some ways it's kind of the same of Jill's method, 3 times 5 times 8. So explain how those methods are alike, but and explain why Jack's method of doing 5 times 8 and adding it 3 times is correct. All right, and the next one is, here's another box, 3 feet wide, 2 feet high, and 5 feet long. So now we're talking feet. Use both Jack and Jill's method to find the volume. Now remember, Jack's method was to multiply let me see, let's go back. Jack's method was that he multiplied the width times the height, and then they added it 3 times, all right? And so in this one, use that method, finding the base and adding it that twice. How does that work? Show how you would do that. And then her method was just, volume is length times width times height, okay? And so they want you to do the volume in 2 different ways, right? One is just to find the base and times it by the height, and the other is to do length times width times height. All right, and the last one, the diagram shows the dimensions in centimeters. The 2 rectangular prisms joined together. The 2 prisms are identical. So this, it may not look it, but this box is exactly the same as this box, okay? So if we know this is 4 centimeters, then this is gonna be 4 centimeters. If you know this is 9 centimeters, then this is 9 centimeters, right? So they're exactly the same. What is the combined volume of the prism? So what is the volume of this one and what is the volume of that one, and then combine them, all right? Explain your answer using the diagrams, pictures, mathematical expressions, or words. So, here is where you show your work of how you would do that. How would you find the volume of this one, and how would you combine them? And then the answer would go here. And remember, we're talking about volume in centimeters, so it would be centimeters cubed. And then that's it. All right, thanks.